Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Survival Specialist. This is Alpha 19 patch notes. I just woke up, took a shower, and I was sipping on my cup of coffee, and I realized the patch notes are out. So let's start reading them. I haven't read them. I'm going to be reacting to them with you, and I'm going to try to explain them with you. So let's get into it. All right, let's see. Alpha 19 official release notes. Hey survivors, we're proud to announce that Alpha 19 Streamer Weekend is finally here. We have partnered with over 170 streamers from 30 countries. That's right, they've got a lot of people. We will be running the Streamer Weekend event from June 26th, starting at 12 p.m. CST through Sunday, the June 28th. Expect a public experimental to follow sometime Monday afternoon, June 29th. So that's when I will have it. Streamers were chosen amongst people who had more than 5,000 subscribers, which is fine by me. And they were talking about how they've given privileges to people who don't play the game all the time. So it's not going to be the people that we all love and enjoy on YouTube, like, Glock9, Cab, Javoodle, Games for Kicks, those guys. It's not going to be just those guys. It's going to be a bunch of other people who don't play the game very often, which made some people a little upset, but I understand the strategy there, guys. So I am with the fun pimps on that. We want to diversify as much as we can, and we want to get more people into the game. So that, I think, is a good strategy. All right. Many people will be streaming all weekend, giving away free keys. That's correct. Check their channels for their upcoming weekend schedules. These are being broadcast in many languages, so click on the image below to find yours. So you can click on this and find whichever one you want to follow. All right, the Fun Pimps is extremely excited for this release. It is as big as the last couple alphas and is packed full of new content, bug fixes, optimizations, and game balancing. Read on more information, which is exactly what we're going to do, but it's a huge update. Like, I've seen the gameplay and I've seen some of the artwork developers streams, and it looks fantastic. It's gonna be amazing, guys. All right, let's get into it. Alpha 19 official release notes. Linear color space lighting. I'm glad they're starting with this because this is gonna make the visuals so much better. All right. Alpha 19 has gotten a huge visual upgrade with the switch to linear color space lighting. We have finally achieved full PBR, physically based rendering, and all of the art has been adjusted to look better and compatible with it. Normal maps look better, bright lights don't wash out the scene, and so much more. It's hard to describe why it looks better. You'll have to play it to see it yourself. It's not that difficult to describe it. You know how you turn up gamma and everything looks like black, completely like white? How did they describe it here? Washed out. No, it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look bleached, so to speak. It looks nice. It looks like there is more light in the environment. So yes, it is a huge improvement, and you can describe it. The video option to adjust gamma has been changed to brightness, so this works with the new lighting. Exactly, so no more gamma. It also has a more balanced range of darker to lighter adjustment. Exactly. Lights now use priority system, so closed lights are updated rapidly to reduce visible jumps in their intensity and range. Well, obviously this depends on the strength of your computer, so it always pays off to have a better computer in 7 days to die. Hopefully this may actually make the game run a little smoother. We'll see. Interactive loading screen. We added a brand new interactive loading screen with over 20 tooltips on how to play the game from basic to advanced, much needed. The user can cycle back and forth through them and learn how to play the game better while it's loading. It looks better with the new HD screenshot backgrounds. Yes, the screenshot backgrounds are amazing, and I'm glad that they've added this. It's gonna hopefully help new people, and if it doesn't, we're here anyway to help out with our videos. Improved gamepad and support. Improved gamepad support. Oh, okay. We have combed through all the gamepad functions, making sure everything is up to date with working, and we also improved defaults like for driving. Additionally, we added a new reverse directions for block rotation placement. Oh, so when you pressed R, it would take it back to the previous block shape and new reverse directions. I don't know what they mean by that. I mean, how is there a new reverse? I don't know. I don't exactly understand what that means, guys. If you do, let me know. All right. Critical and survival system. Now, this whole thing I've listened to them explain this a little bit on the developer stream, and it's a whole new system. So you know how we used to. This is basically a change to how we lost HP and how we gained HP. So now there's going to be like if you get hit, then there's a chance of you getting a concussion, something like that. So let's read through. We got it the old ISS, the interactive survival system. There we go. It's the next sentence. That blackened and clamped your health and stamina bars from filling because it was confusing to players. So max stamina was capped by food, and max health was capped because you got hit. So you had to use the bandages, band-aids. I was going to say bandages, and increase your max health. And if you eat something, it increases both your health and stamina. That was the case. So now they've changed that. We replaced it with an all-new critical system. All critical injuries that blackened or clamp your max health or stamina will be caused by a new critical buff on the left of the screen. Yeah, so you get like, you know how you get like the stunned thing now in Alpha 18? That's going to be the critical injury that you get. These new critical buffs are clickable, taking the player directly to the player status effect screen where you can read about the problem and its cure. So if you click on it on the left bottom corner, then it opens up where you see your status. So for example, like when you are applying something, it says like healing, right, on your character menu. That's where it takes you and tells you, for example, like if you have a laceration, right, you have to use a sewing kit or something like that, right? Oh yeah, it's coming up, what they are. Okay. When you are at full health, a zombie can never cause a critical on the first hit, so we don't want to hear about unfair crits. That's fair. Once you take a few hits or get reckless in close combat, the chances increase. But being at low health also increases the chance of receiving a critical. Armor reduces this chance by a flat amount. By a flat amount, so not a percentage? I'm not sure. Creating a buffer that enemies must overcome before they can hit you with criticals. Okay. Some criticals are incremental. A sprained arm makes you vulnerable to getting a broken arm. Some injuries don't take kindly to being ignored. Sprinting or jumping with a broken leg will not work in your favor. This is important, you guys. So let's say you got a broken leg or a sprained leg, right? If you jump, you increase the duration of the injury, of the critical. So it's going to last longer. So you don't want to do that. If an injury is affected by an action like that, then the buff icon will blink briefly and you will know that something happened, that you're going to have it for a longer time. That's what's happening. All right. New and reworked critical injuries include abrasions. The most common injury that you get in fights, they cause no additional problems, so you get a bruise. Okay. Sprained or broken arm lowers your swing speed and decreases your reload speed and weapon handling. The cure for a broken arm is a splint, which lowers the time for healing. Power attacks or range attacks increase the time needed to heal. So the more you use power attacks or range attacks, the more you're gonna cause it to last. Okay, so this is basically time off. Wow, this is a proper penalty, yo. So you can't even use a gun. That's a bit OP. All right, we'll see how that plays out. Sprained or broken leg lowers your mobility and jump height. You can get a sprained or broken leg in a melee fight or when jumping from heights. The cure for a broken leg is also a splint, which lowers the time for healing. Jumping, falling, or sprinting increase the time you need to heal it. Okay, that's fair enough. So you can walk, but see what I mean? Like in this one, there is a way out. You just walk. In this one, I'm not sure if there's a way out. Power attacks or range attacks increase the time you need to heal. So you just have to melee your way? Is that what I'm understanding? We'll find out. Deep lacerations, so cuts, make you more vulnerable to receiving bleeding criticals. They are cured by a first aid kit or sewing kit, like I was telling you. Concussion, taking more hits while being stunned can cause a concussion. It periodically causes a stun effect and is cured by painkillers. So if you get hit in the head, like while doing something, you suddenly start spinning. Fair enough. Kind of funny, actually. Infections. Infection is not something that enemies cause directly. Any critical hit has a chance to cause an infection. An infection is completely harmless and will even heal on its own until it reaches 5%. At that point, it starts getting worse and you need medication to cure it. While you have an infection, any hit you take will make it worse. Okay. I don't I don't think infections healed on their own in Alpha 18. You had to have honey or antibiotics. Right. Is that what I'm understanding? We'll find out. We'll find out. Food and water bars. We've added food and water bars under players' belt inventory, blue for water and green for food level. You will see them go up or down and down based on your current hunger level. So this is a thing that FunPimps played around a bit over the years, and I'm glad that it's back on the tool belt, so because it's easier to see that. I mean, you don't have to go into your inventory and then find your character and then go to the second page and look at food and water. So, that's good. It helps. All right. HD characters. We have overhauled and reimagined many of the characters in HD. They may look better, but they have less draw calls and are slightly better in performance. I did not know that. They look much better, guys, if you have seen the pictures that they have released. But they have less cells, so they are going to take a lot less to load. I hope they've done something like that with buildings too. That's going to increase the performance of the game. New HD zombies include Arlene, Darlene, Marlene, Bo, Joe, Mo, Yo, Steve, zombies, Big Mama zombie, Crawler zombie, Trader Jen, Trader Joel, Player Arms, Millie, and male and female. That's correct. They've changed Arlene, Darlene, Marlene, Bo, Joe, and Mo. They've added Yo. They've changed Steve. They've changed Big Mama. They've changed Crawler a lot. The Crawler looks like a little demon walking on the ground now. It's pretty cool. Trader Jan has been remodeled. She's looking pretty feisty. And Trader Joel looks like a cool dude now and truly looks like the developer Joel. And the arms have more hair and whatnot now, so kind of looks realistic. All right, so pretty cool. Dynamic music system. Pardon me. Well, let's read. I'll start by saying this. I mean, I appreciate the effort, but just think of it this way. I play 7 Days to Die. I've played 7 Days to Die for over 1.5k hours. I turned the music off a long time ago. But let's hear this out. The FunPimps have again teamed up with Native Darkness Productions to make Alpha 19 dynamic music system more robust while adding a ton of new content and features, which is awesome. We'll just test it out. We'll turn on the music at first. The proprietary dynamic music system algorithm measures and uses many player-centric conditions such as player location, biome, time of the day, inside or outside location, nearby aggressive enemies, threat level, and more to tailor a custom movie-like musical experience for the player, which is awesome. That's a lot of work, and I congratulate them for that. From this dynamic music system algorithm, the system can play from the following musical groups: home day music, home night music, exploration, suspense, combat, and custom trader music for each trader. That's pretty cool, actually. I wonder if you could turn on trader music on its own, like as a separate thing, not under the whole music. That would be nice. I would like to have trader music, like, kind of like elevator music. They should do that. All right. Exploration, suspense, and combat are procedurally generated, providing a complete musical arrangement from a set of interchangeable loops. As of Alpha 19, there are 31,558 unique combinations of musics. Okay. That's a very high number. Pretty exciting. We are very excited to unveil this system, and we hope you enjoyed this new addition to the 7 Days soundscape. Pretty cool. All right. Loot and enemy progression balance. Now, this is exciting. Enemy progression has been rebalanced. The chosen game difficulty no longer affects the game stage value, and player parties accumulate roughly 2/3 of the combined game stage that they used to. Let's read that again. Enemy progression has been rebalanced. Okay? The chosen game difficulty no longer affects the game stage value, and player parties accumulate roughly 2/3 of the combined game stage that they used to. I didn't understand that very much. Okay. So, this is something to do with game stage value. And oh, I see. If you're in a party, it's not a whole accumulation, so it's not going to be like really, really difficult zombies. I think I get it now. All right. Loot distribution has been smoothed out so that you do not find endgame loot too soon and have no more upgrades to look forward to. Now, I know that's a little upsetting. It could be a little annoying even. So that means more quests to find those end game things. You know how it took me like 35 days to find the generator bank, or its recipe rather, or I still was looking for a cigar. You know how if you follow Cap, he looked for a crucible for like 50 days, I think. That's even worse now. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I am personally looking forward to it because it's going to make the game more difficult. We'll have to play a lot more. It will slow down the progression, so you won't be bored in, like, say, 70 days. Usually that's about the mark, right? By 70 days, you pretty much have everything at 100% loot. So, all right, pretty good. We'll see. Loot has been balanced to provide a smooth progression from primitive, iron, and steel items. Pretty cool. So we go from stone, iron to steel, which is nice. This change provides a steady progression for player and gives more incentive to craft while slowing the economy a bit early game. Well, you say that, but unless you've changed game trader quests, then there is no really slowing me down. We'll see. We'll find out. The loot quality for player parties is equivalent to that of the highest level player. Ah. And perks effects like Lucky Looter are not shared, of course. The only loot advantage is that parties face tougher opponents which have a higher chance to drop loot of better quality. Ah, well that's good, especially if you have that increased loot book. Alright, there are 4 tech levels of items in the game. These start appearing in loot at the following game stage intervals. Game stage 1 to 11, primitive tools, weapons, and armor, including a bow and the blunderbuss. Okay, so until you're level 11, no pistols or anything. Tech 1, iron or similar melee items and armor, and the first proper firearms like a pistol or a double-barrel shotgun. Tech 2, at game stage 50, the best melee items, bows and armor, mid-range firearms like a pump-action shotgun. Tech 3, the most advanced firearms like an M60 or the sniper rifle. So you know how you had these limitations for the game stage for the type of the zombies that you get, like, you know, demolition zombies and whatnot? They're applying the same thing with weapons, with melee weapons and firearms. Fair enough. I mean, game stage 91 isn't that high. It really isn't that high. I mean, by day 35, I was at game stage 165. So, not bad. That's not bad. Because this is not levels, this is game stage. Okay. Trader quest rewards scale similar to this system. Okay, so they are limiting me. You want to immediately get a shotgun for a day 1 quest. Fair enough, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. I'm okay with that. We will be continuing to fine-tune loot progression in patches. In the future, we plan on unifying loot progression, quest loot reward progression, and traders for sale item progression more unified. There's something wrong with this sentence. Okay, but we understand. They're going to do the same. They're going to unite all of them. They're going to make one system out of it all. Okay, pretty cool. On-screen sprite system. We added a brand new nav objects on screen sprite system to help players more easily locate important items in the world, such as fetch quests, containers, player backpacks, spears, and more. We are using this system on many of the harder to find important items and events in the game. I saw this in the developer stream, not yesterday, the day before, guys, and it looks fantastic. It's amazing. It's gonna make the game so much better. It's like a little icon that appears on the map. For example, they had a buried supplies quest. So you go like, there's like a little icon on the ground instead of on the map now. And the same system works on the compass still. So you still see where it is, and when you come close to it, it still blinks red. But you see the icon on the ground, and with the buried supplies, you actually have a circle that gets narrower as you dig and shows you where the loot is, which shows you where the buried supplies is, right? That's fantastic. It's going to make the game so much better. So we don't have to actually wonder about like putting a quick waypoint and then splitting that with the loot and then dig there, that's where it will be, or like put like, frames and dig in the middle, things like that. You don't have to do that anymore. There's a fine system for finding buried supplies. All right, the new nav objects on-screen sprite system, which govern the on-screen icons, compass icons, and map icons. These functions are easily configured in the XML and allow adding custom nav objects for entities, quest objectives, and items for those who enjoy modding the game. That's going to be something to look forward to. Some of the items that are using the new nav objects on screen sprite system include quest rally markers, fetch objects, drop player backpacks, player bedrolls, player owned vehicles, trader thrown spears, airdrops. Now, this is a very fine addition. In case you have seen my series, we have lost a few spears along the way. So, that's a very fine addition. Airdrops, not so much. I mean, they were marked quite well anyway, and they're always, on the ground, easy to find, whatever. Quest improvements. We have improved many of the quest types and even added new quests. Here are some of the improvements. Quest sprites. We have implemented on-screen sprite markers for rally markers, traders, fetchbacks, dig quests, and more, making it much easier for the players to go where they need to go and find what they need to find. Okay, we know that. Dig quests. The dig quests have been improved, so that means buried supplies. It doesn't mean a dig quest. Dig quests have been. It's another Fun Pimps joke because dig quests sounds like penis quests. Right, whatever. The dig quests have been improved, displaying a project image of a dotted circle on the terrain, showing the player where to dig. As players digs out terrain blocks, the projected circle shrinks, letting the player know when he is getting closer to buried treasure. That's what I was talking about. Opening routes. We have added new trader quests that guide the player to the next closest trader after completing 10 quests. This continues until the player has delivered the package to all 5 traders. This is talking about Navisgain, obviously, because there are 5 traders in Navisgain. And I don't know how that's going to work out in pre-gen worlds or in random gen worlds, but I'll complete 10 quests for a trader in 2 days, 3 days max, and I don't have to wander around anymore to find myself another trader. It will lead me to a trader with an opening routes quest. Oh, so good, so good. So expect me to find 5-6 traders within the first 20 days of gameplay. That's what I think. All right. Well, I mean, obviously, if we have a vehicle. But, yeah. All right. Cheers. All right. World and location updates. We've added a ton of new Remnant locations to the game, so there are a lot of smaller, low enemy count locations to explore. Cool. Loot and takeover if you're not ready for a tiered challenge. We have updated Navisgain, significantly increased the playable space into the radiated zone with new roads that lead to new developments, adding many new POIs or locations that were never in Navisgain before, or updating cities. Wait. Oh, so they've shrank down radiated zone. It's not radiated zone anymore. Okay. Yeah. All right. New desert business development. Cool. New snow modern development. Nice. New forest old housing development. That could be something that we could visit. New desert modern housing development. Cool. New desert old housing development. Desert City of Departure has been updated. Cool. Snowy City of Perishton has been updated. Cool. Wasteland City of Greystown has been updated. Some trader locations in Navisgain have been moved to improve distances between traders. This is something that I've noticed when they were showing the traders themselves, guys. They've moved the Navisgain trader like one street to the, that would be south, right? A little bit to the south, which is cool. I mean, if the locations are now more even, that makes sense. Fine, makes it fair. But the previous locations were fine, so I mean, I guess this is a good change for good. Yeah. We have improved random gen in Alpha 19 to use every POI possible in the game, so players will see the breadth of content like never before, along with a lot of tagging updates and improvements. In fact, the Alpha 19 random worlds can have over 500 unique POIs. Awesome, awesome. I hope this applies to the pre-gen 1, 2, 3. I mean, I might go for a random gen game this time around, random gen map this time around. But if you remember, guys, we played in pre-gen 1 and we could not find a single working stiff tools. I mean, come on, working stiff tools is like a very common POI, isn't it? There wasn't a single hardware store. All right, hopefully that's been fixed now. We've reimagined tons of older locations with a complete art and gameplay overhaul, converting them to beautiful and questable dungeon experiences, and added many brand new locations to the game in all over 40 new or updated locations and counting. Some of the new or reimagined locations include 2 new grocery stores, 2 gun stores. I mean, must be renewed, reimagined as well. 2 pharmacies, 2 hardware stores, 2 clothing stores, 2 electronic stores, 7 ranger stations. I don't know what car lots. Oh, like a car lot, like a big car park, I'm assuming. New high school, pretty cool. Sawmill, nice. House. 12 remnants. These are, I'm curious about these remnants. All right, we'll find out. Departure City, Bulk Plaza? So it's a plaza, it's like a mall, I think. We'll find out. Park Basketball, Park Plaza. Red Mesa. They've updated Red Mesa. I've actually seen that with the developers. Sal Tower has been updated. Pretty cool. Changed. Light intensity correction to all POIs to work better with the new linear lighting. Cool. Wasteland biome now spawns smaller but improved decorational remnants. Are they talking about those half-destroyed buildings when they say remnants? The remnants of a building? I think so. Removed unneeded random gen POIs. Well, that's a bit random. Okay. Improved naming conventions of some biome spawned POI remnants and deco piles. All will have the term deco first in their file names now. Okay. Renamed Bank to Store Bank 01. Okay. The only bank that I know of, actually there are 2. Yeah, there are 2 banks. There's one in Navisgane in Perishton, and there's another one that is not in Navisgane that you can find in random maps, and it's huge. I personally have not visited that yet. I have not ran into that building yet. It wasn't in pre-gen worlds, so I might have to get into a random gen world to actually find one of those large banks. But I've seen other people get into them. All right. Removed unused old tree piles. Tree piles? Do they mean like unused old tree piles? I don't know what that is. Tree pile. Deprecated old cover piles, POIs that were not being used anymore. Fine. Moved special tots east of football stadium. Fine. Moved pawn shop from Departure to rural pine forest where old small bookstore was. Why? I like the bookstore. Whatever. Removed all non-forest and burnt forest player spawn locations to work with the new trader to trader quest progression in Navisgane. Okay. We'll be adding more back to get variety. Fine. Adjust pine forest biome to take over a small amount of the winter biome in Navisgane. That's nice. Moved gas station 6 to outskirts of Perishton to make room for new plaza across from courthouse. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right, so we will not have to go into Pearson anymore to go to that Pass and Gas. Very cool. It's right outside of it. Which side that matters? I mean, I hope it's closer to the forest biome, so that will be just on our way. Fixed oversized trees in Pearson and improved city block performance. Very cool. I do like Pearson, so deprecated old burnt pine clustered POIs that as they are not needed. Okay. Removed alleys from Gravestown block improved Gravestown's overall look. Do they mean the alleys on either side? Okay. Why? It was cool. Optimize Dyer's Will City block a little. Okay. Size and position of Remnant Mill so it fits to the alley in Periston. So they're adding, pardon me, guys. They're adding the sawmill or whatever mill that was the thing onto Periston. Okay. Replace many duplicate survivor sites with POIs. Never in Navisgane. That's a bit of an odd sentence. They replaced survivor sites that was more than one with POIs. Never in Navisgane, as in like every building is unique in Navisgane. Is that what it means? Pretty cool. Trader Hugh and Trader Joel can now spawn in any biome in Random World Gen. Cool. Single bed and mattresses POI replacement. Yeah, I saw those. Like the mattresses look like they're leaning against the wall. They're pretty cool. Optimize store autopass. What is that? That's just gibberish. All right, fixed. Cabinets in fast food O4 are not lootable. Cemetery O2 torches that were not on. Wrong bookcase and plank bin bank POI. Boat docks O2 collapses. Boat docks 3 collapses. You gotta watch out for those docks, man. They collapse. They did collapse before too. Don't move anything. You see a dock, stay away from it. SI issues, bar, strip club, O1. Fake cabinets, loot cover in abandoned, issue fixed. These are issues that are fixed. Okay. Lighting in front of the bear den are too bright. Garage roof, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Environment art. The art has grown much bigger and have made some major improvements, including snow trees, updated to resemble thick fir trees with 3D snow, giving the trees more depth and volume. Yes, the winter biome looks delish now. It's beautiful. Burnt trees. Thin version that has charred bark in addition to being more performant. I don't know what that means. I really don't know what that word means. Okay, a thicker, crispy, fried fir tree that adds more atmosphere and variety to the burnt forest. Okay, so it's going to look prettier again. Very nice. New skies, updated sun and moon rendering, could blending and lighting, cloud blending and lighting, and horizon blending. So now the skies are not going to look like just a picture from paint. It's going to look nice. Okay, I'll take it. New fog uses a new distance calculation, allows for very dense fog and sun punch through of heavy fog. Fog now switches to a murky version when underwater. Man, that is going to add to the immersion of the game. It's going to add to the quality of the gameplay. Fog is something that's usually overlooked, but it's really important. Imagine like zombies coming towards you, seeing their shades through the fog and shooting them down. That's a cool thing. I think this is going to be the one thing that the Fun Pimps have did not present enough in their videos. This is going to be something to look out for, it's going to look pretty. All right, updated textures. Most environment textures have been updated in addition to adjustments for linear color space and physically based rendering. Very cool. Commercial stores. All new commercial store POIs, props, and loot containers. Quests through ransacked grocery stores' shelves. Have your pick of rotten produce. Pursue clothing stores with the latest fashion and catch up on a bestseller at the local bookstore. Shop till you drop for all of your post-apocalyptic retail needs. This is like, I'm gonna add this in some video blurb. You know what I mean? Nearly 150 new commercial assets, including hardware store shelves. which looks pretty awesome. Grocery stores stocked with food, beverage items, and they have the really nice coolers as well, broken ones. Rotten produce bins, trash store shelves, frozen food refrigerators, beverage refrigerators, pharmaceutical drug shelves, clothing racks, clothing shelves, mannequins, store display cases, guns and ammo display cases, gun racks, shoe racks, electronic store shelves, bookshelves, shooting targets, square and round hay bales. Round hay bales. Oh, they mean the round ones on the ground? Restroom signs. That, my friends, is going to make the game 1,000 times better. I'm not going to talk more about it. You will see. This is the key right there. New weapons and items. Oh, yeah. We've added several new tools and weapons. Tech level 3. We've added a whole new line of weapons to give you the firepower you need to face future special infected, bandits, and more. So they're hinting to the bandits again, you guys. Alright, well, not this alpha. In alpha 20, hopefully. Cross your fingers. So, new gun. Desert Vulture. Get it? Wink. This 44 Magnum caliber pistol packs some serious stopping power and is governed by the gunslinger skill. Gunslinger. Oh, that's the... Oh, yeah, that was the case again. I mean, this is a new gun, obviously, so if it's firing Magnum ammo, then it should be under gunslingers. That makes sense. So I saw the Desert Vulture, guys. It looks pretty cool. It fires really nice. It's got a nice sound effect, but that is not my favorite. Automatic shotgun. This new tech level 3 firearm sports a large drum magazine and allows use of the trigger group automatic mod to unlock full automatic weapon fire mode. Makes it most devastating short range shotgun in the game. If you like to see limbless zombies and superior crowd control, that should be crowd control, this is the weapon for you. Automatic shotgun is amazing. It's like the pump shotgun, right? And it's got this like drum mod magazine that you go underneath. Very nice. Sniper rifle. This 7.62 sniper rifle has a larger magazine, fire rate, better handling, and superior damage to hunting rifle and marksman rifle. So it is a thing above that. Very nice. We'll see. I can't wait to test this thing out. I saw the thing. I saw the how it is in the game, in the developer stream again, and it sounds really nice too. Like, ooh, it's like got that like metallic sound. It's very nice. Impact driver. This tech level 3 tool is the fastest way to harvest mechanical items, strip down cars and mechanical items down in seconds. So it's like very nice. Tech level 2. Ratchet. This new tech level 2 harvesting tool is faster than a wrench and degrades slower. So it's like a ratchet. Tactical assault rifle. Now this is my favorite. This new tier 2 assault rifle is a step above 7.62 in range and accuracy and fire rate. It's pretty awesome. You gotta see it. It's like an SMG that's an AK, if that makes sense. It's really nice. Tech level 1. Robotics Sledge. This robotic weapon is a stationary turret with a large sledgehammer-shaped pulverizing arm that punches enemies and can knock them down easier at higher quality levels. It is governed by robotics. I saw the sledge turret. I don't want to be negative. I think it can be improved. It works a little, not too much. I'm not really that like hopeful about it. I'll try it out. We'll see how it works. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. But it's a little like, there's that too. Like, I don't know if it's worth carrying one around. We'll find out. Blunderbuss. Not a new weapon, but with the loot rebalance, this weapon might save your skin early game and is craftable from basic components. All existing tools and weapons have either been remade from scratch or had an art update or to PBR textures for the new linear lighting. Okay, so the Blunderbuss is now the go-to item early on because we're not going to be able to find pistols and other things like double barrel shotguns until a certain game stage. So it's good to have one early on. But, you know, the Blunderbuss, it takes forever to reload. So, you know, I'll get rid of it as soon as I can, personally. I love the gun, don't get me wrong, it takes down enemies with one shot mostly, but it just takes forever to reload. All right, new candy system. I'm going to talk about this briefly, you guys. I have added this amongst my projects. I'm thinking about making a whole separate video on this. It's not something that you will understand with just one go. All right. We have added a candy to vending machines. They allow players to have a short-term modification to gameplay and provide a few calories. So each has a unique effect. And if you're new to the game, it may not make sense. Atom Junkie. Atom size candy and atomic size power. Increase explosive damage by 50%. Pretty cool. Covert cats. Be a cool cat and have it made in the shade with covert cats. Deal 50% more sneak damage, which is something that will... Both of these are actually very important to us. This one is going to come in handy over Horde Nights if we're throwing grenades or pipe bombs at the Horde. And this one's going to be useful when we're looting buildings with sneak. 50% more sneak damage. That's a lot. That's like a lot. I mean, only it lasts for like a few minutes, but still, like, that's a lot. So you imagine like having 2-3 of these, you can go through a building very quickly and just everything is headshotted and done with. All right, it's going to come in very handy in the late game, I'm assuming, against like radiated sleepers. All right, eye candy. Find that sparkling treasure easier with a drop of eye candy. Find much better loot. Yes, so this is going to come in handy if you're looting a place, and if you're like me, you want to cheese your way out to the top of the building and get to the main loot, pop an eye candy and you're good to go. Hackers. These tasty treats give you 20% more harvest when salvaging. Good enough. Health bar increases your max health and adds 50% resistance to critical injuries. Recover from critical wounds faster. Now this is going to come in handy if you're being reckless. Don't be reckless, but it's good to have one of these, especially if you know you're going into a building with a lot of zombies. It might be worth just popping one before you go in. All right, Jailbreakers. Be the daddy to that stubborn log. 100% success chance to pick a lock. Oh, 100%. So if you go into a building with a lot of, what is it called? The safes, yeah. Then do this. All right, nerd tuts. Channel your inner nerd powers. I am. Stun batons stun nearby enemies on charged hits. Ooh. That's good. That's actually, yeah, we will channel our nerdness, guys. So it's gonna zap everyone. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. I've forgotten about this. This is really good. We're gonna use this, yo. All right. Oh shit. Be prepared for those oh shits moments. Full damage immunity. Ooh. So you can pop one of these and then jump off of buildings. Okay. I think Lainey is gonna be the master of this, right? Because she loves her full damage thing. What is it called? The agility build. I can't remember the jump thing. Yeah. Rockbusters. Jawbreakers got nothing on us. Gain 20% more resource mining ores. Hey, that's good. Skull Crashers. Rock hard candy that gives you a rock hard punch. Increases melee damage by 50%. Oh, I know some people who are gonna love these, like KJ848. He's gonna be all over this. Sugar Butts. If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, every day would be Christmas. Okay. Well, now it can be one tasty Sugar Butts candy. Get 10% better deal buying and selling. Hey! So this could be important when you're buying like a really expensive thing like we have. Like when you're buying a whole truck or a whole gyrocopter. 10% is a lot of dukes. Like, it could mean, let's say if it's 60,000, it could mean 6,000 dukes. And if this costs 150, then you're saving 5,850 dukes. So yeah, buy one of these. Pardon me. New perk books. We've added 3 new book sets: Bar Brawler, Spear Hunter, and Tech Junkie, which is pretty cool. Bar Brawler. Basic moves. Adds 10% damage. Drop a bomb. Sprinting power attacks can knock down your opponents. Okay. Sprinting power attacks. But this is for like fists, isn't it? Barb roll is fists. So if you run and hit the guy, you can knock them down. Very nice. Killer Instinct. Gain 5% damage with each kill up to 15%. Pretty cool. Finishing moves. Do extra damage to knock down opponents. Very nice. Adrenaline healing. Recover extra health with each punch. Rage mode. Attack and move faster after getting hit. Boozed up. Drinking beer no longer blurs your vision and your buzz lasts twice as long. Oh, that's good. That's going to be good for like people who make videos, right? Or stream, because then, you know, your vision's blurry. I mean, that's what we're providing, entertainment to people, and then suddenly the screen is blurred. So, okay, that's a good book. I think they should like simply, I think every YouTuber or streamer should have the right to spawn one of these in, and so they don't get blurry screens. All right, the seventh curse. The seventh unarmed strike in short time deals 300% damage. Fair enough. Spear Hunter. Now we're getting into our territory. Deal 10% damage, more damage. Maintenance. Spears degrade 20% slower. Craft steel spears. Oh, it's no longer like a. You can't do that within the skills now. Strong arm. Spears travel faster and further. Very nice. Rapid strike. Thrust spears 10% faster. Puncturing lung slows your target. Deadly combo hits scored in quick successions do 10% more damage, up to 30% damage, which is exactly what I do. Kill move. Power attacks to downed opponents do 50% more damage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is the book we are looking for in Alpha 19, people. We're gonna get this. Nice. This is kind of what we used to do in Alpha 17. When they dropped down, we would throw a spear at them. They didn't have extra damage, but there was an advantage to it. I can't remember what it was, but we used to hit them a lot more when they were downed, and that kind of became obsolete in Alpha 18. But now, in Alpha 19, it's coming back. I am looking forward to this. All right, Tech Junkie. Robotic damage. Robotics do 10% damage. Maintenance. Robotic weapons degrade 20% slower. Craft AP ammo for robotic weapons. Oh, so there is separate AP ammo now? Armor-piercing ammo for robotic weapons? Okay. Craft shotgun ammo for robotics. Craft this mod that sends enemies flying on charged hits. Increase chance to get an instant charged strike. Increase the fire rate of robotic weapons. Craft a robotic ammo in bulk. Alright, that's something to look forward to. I'm not 100% sure about what the implications are here. Perk Balance. We have restructured existing perks and removed others so auxiliary perks do not always have 5 ranks, as well as reduced some attribute requirements for auxiliary perks. This was changed to give less desirable perks more bang for the buck. Pardon me, guys. This is a very, very good change. If you have not seen the developer's video, you should go check it out. So we'll read it, but like essentially some perks that had like 5 levels were never taken. I would never take them. Other people wouldn't take them. They were useless because it was just too costly, too much for what it is. And knowing that you need more experience to gain skill points every level, you then think like, okay, I'm not going to take this because it cost me like to get to this level, I had to upgrade half of my base to concrete and had to kill like 40, 50 zombies to get 1 level, and it took me like 2 days to get there. So I'm not going to waste a skill level on just a perk that is kind of useless, you know, or doesn't give me as much as something else. So reducing these from 5 ranks to 3 ranks sometimes, or 4 ranks, it is going to allow, and packing whatever's given into less ranks will give you more with each rank, and therefore it might be worth spending that skill point on that ability, which is pretty cool, which is smart. Perception perks. Lockpicking, the Infiltrator, Animal Tracker are now only have 3 ranks. Now, see, despite that, I'm never going to take Animal Tracker. You know what I mean? I can hunt animals without Animal Tracker. Easy. Lockpicking, though, That's smart. I would never give 5 levels to lockpicking, maybe 1 level or 2 levels. Now, if I give 2 levels, I'm almost finished with it. So, makes sense to give 2 levels to it. The Infiltrator, very important, so you can sneak around, right? The Penetrator has 4 ranks instead of 5. The treasure hunting ability of Lucky Looter that reduced dig radius has now been removed from Lucky Looter and is its own 3 rank perk that reduces the new treasure hunting radius ring, which is okay. I mean, Lucky Looter was slightly OP. I'll take it. I don't mind. And you don't really need to reduce the. I mean, I guess it's gonna make sense to get that hunting radius reduced, but the new system works really nice. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna invest like 3 all the way. You know what I mean? I might invest 1 level to it, and if it improves slightly, I'll stay there. Strength perks. Sexual Tyrannosaurus has 4 ranks instead of 5. That's nice. That's very nice. Heavy armor was moved from fortitude to strength, now only has 4 ranks. That makes sense, actually. That does make sense. It didn't, under fortitude, it wasn't that great. But we're still going to go for military armor because we don't want to make sound. Fortitude perks. Well insulated, living off the land, and rule number 1 cardio now only have 3 ranks. Now this is gonna change like how people go about this. Like I would give maybe 1 level to well insulated if I couldn't deal with the conditions, you know what I mean? If I was living in a desert or if I was living in the snow biome. But now, by having this, you're essentially enabling people to live in those harsh conditions. Very good. And living off the land, that's going to make farming a lot more easier and people are going to farm, finally. And rule number 1, cardio, I would invest maybe 1 point in that and that's it. Maybe I wouldn't at all because I know that I'm going to go into a bike. But now that it's 3 ranks, I might invest 1 early on, knowing that what I'm going to be getting is increased. Very good. Healing factor is nerfed but still quite powerful. And now heals the new critical injuries faster with each rank. I didn't think level 1 healing factor was OP. Sad. Alright, whatever, but I'm still gonna take it. Agility perks. Run and gun, flurry of blows now only have 3 ranks. Oh, people are gonna love this. They're turning this whole game into a whole bar fight. Light armor and Parker now only have 4 ranks. That's good. That's good. Oh, Lainey's gonna love this. Parkour is the one, the jumping one. All right. And light armor. That's wonderful. I love that. We're gonna be going into light armor. Hopefully, we'll have the extra spare points to go into light armor. Intellect perks. The daring adventurer, charismatic nature, and physician now has 4 ranks. Yes, science is now removed, and its perks are merged with various other perks. Fair enough. All improvements. Enemy breakthrough system. We've added a new enemy breakthrough system that gives enemies random animation probabilities when enter the scene after breaking through a door, 2-meter opening, or monster closet. These entrances improve the overall immersion and break the normal cadence of the gameplay, improving the combat. Entrances include ragdoll entrance, stubble entrance, lunge boost entrance. So when they enter, and also this goes for enemy fall down system, guys. It's the same thing. Fall down, ragdoll entrance, stubble entrance, and lunge boost entrance. When enemies enter the scene, or when they drop down, they stumble. Makes it more realistic. Cool. Enemy pain, stun, lock. AI pain resistance has been improved. It still builds up over time, but has been adjusted to be harder to stun lock enemies. We fixed pain reactions not always triggering. Pain now uses a new hint blending system, so different strengths and durations of pain are shown and can happen while AI is attacking. Okay, they're more difficult to kill, essentially. Zombies. That's what it's saying. Head tracking. We've added head tracking to zombies, NPCs, and animals. They will now turn their heads to look at targets. So they follow you. Mona Lisa. All right. Enemy and animals swimming. Zombies and animals are able to swim in water at a faster speed than they moved before, so be careful in water. Yeah. Zombies and bears now have swim animations. AI pathing still generally follows the bottom of a body of water, but when they near their destination, they can swim upwards. That's messed up, man. Why are you doing this? I'm just joking, guys. Obviously, that's going to add to the realism of the game, and I think it's going to be awesome. And we're going to get our asses bitten by zombies and bears in water now if we're not swimming fast. So avoid the water. Added, AI that fall when targets above or unreachable sight will always increase nearby zombies destroy area chance. I'm going to read that again. Zombies are gonna attack something because of something. I don't know. Unreachable side. So zombies are becoming more aggressive when they cannot reach you. Is that what it says? AI partial path picking may choose lower paths if lower AI intelligence and less dumb AI will pick higher paths over time. Again, not very sure what that means. Lower paths over higher paths. So there's something that's to do with the pathfinding of the AI, but there's intelligent AI and less dumb AI. Isn't that the same thing? Intelligent and less dumb? I don't know. Bear pain resistance, moved pain to anim layer, so can still move and doubled health. This is not English. Pain resistance on all animals and anim layer on boar, deer, mountain lion, and wolf. Okay, so the animals are better at pain resistance. Zombie hit layer, create bear swimming animations, swim state to deer and wolf, trader and hand tracking, zombie random move. Okay, fine. Changed, fixed, random gen improvements. Now this looks something that's worth reading. Random world generation has undergone a few changes to help improve generation. Biome generation, we've made biomes random in placement and size to allow for less predictable layouts. That's cool. I mean, there was a general understanding. I guess that's gone. Trader world placement. Trader world placement was now separated. Placement was separated from regular wilderness POI placement, so it could be made more predictable. Okay. So there's going to be a trader at a certain distance. So wherever you go, you are highly to encounter. You're more likely to encounter a trader. That's cool because traders are an integral part of this game. Player spawns. Initial player spawns were changed to make starting out easier for new players. Okay. So they put them in better locations. Cool. POI distribution. We have improved random gen to use every POI possible in the game so players will see the breadth of content. We've read that. Okay, so better POIs. Animation improvements, added rigs, content created for support on new weapons and tools including impact driver, auto shotgun, desert eagle, sharpshooter rifle, double barrel shotgun, rework model, junk drone, junk sledge. So better animations for these. Added fall animations, exactly. Added zombie swim animations, yes. Update third person locomotion, lower body update, and upper body that supports up and down aiming and firing for new and existing melee weapons. So when you're watching someone else, it's going to look more realistic. Is that what I'm understanding? Okay. Updated various zombie characters and player arms with new models. Yes. Dynamic resolution. A dynamic resolution system has been added that allows a game to draw 3D graphics at a lower resolution than the main game Windows is running at. This can increase FPS while allowing the UI to run at full resolution. Oh, pretty cool. I wonder how that's going to impact the game, like how the game looks. So if you have a lower system, guys, you can now have the resolution of graphics, 3D graphics, lowered so that other things can be loaded faster. Okay. So to have better FPS, essentially. Okay, that's going to improve the FPS of the game and make it more playable for people with normal systems, let's say. That's cool. I don't see how that would, like, I don't think that will help me, for example, because I'm trying to make the prettiest videos so that you can watch them really nicely, right? So I don't think this is gonna, we won't make use of this. No, I don't think so. Dynamic resolution is disabled by default. It can be enabled. In the display tab of video options, there are three settings. Oh, good. Off auto scale enables it and will change resolution based on your FPS. This uses some video memory, enables it at a fixed resolution, useful if you're trying to hit specific FPS values like 60 and prefer constant resolution. This uses less video memory than auto. We might apply this. Depends. We'll see how the game reacts to my system, will work in my system. So we might actually go into this, but this will definitely improve the game's playability by everyone, right? Because not everybody has a high-end system. Dynamic resolution, minimum FPS. When the mode is auto and running below this FPS value will decrease the 3D resolution. That's important because you want 30 FPS, a minimum of 30 FPS. Dynamic resolution scale, the percentage to scale down 3D rendering when mode is scaled. Lowering your screen resolution will only increase the FPS of your video if it is bottleneck. If your GPU is bottleneck at a lower resolution will not increase FPS. Okay. Vehicle. We have done a number of improvements to vehicles listed below. Added vehicle collision with entities uses their mass ratio and hit angle for damage, velocity reduction, and ragdoll threshold chance. Are we gonna have to drive everything much better now? Much carefully now. Vehicle collision with entities during blood moon slows vehicle and is harder to ragdoll. Vehicle damage by entities during blood moon slows and pushes vehicle. Vehicle cosmetic slots that... do they mean, when they talk about entities, do they mean zombies or do they mean like everything in the world? Vehicle cosmetic slot that accepts dye. This is not functional and will be used for some type of modding in the future. Oh, you can change the color of your car. Nice! Players exiting vehicle retain most velocity. So... you can roll around if you leave your car or your bike when you're still driving it. So you have to slow down now. You can't just press E and expect to slow down. Expect to like stand. Okay. All right. That's going to be funny to find out. All right. Vehicles keep full velocity when driver exits and no wheel on ground. So we have to press stop if you don't want the bike to continue without you. Vehicle driving increases food consumption. How does driving make me hungry? Moving on. Changed. Increase vehicle damage from entity collisions. Remove vehicle parent. Entities killed by vehicle hits would have little ragdoll force or play an improved ragdoll hit force. Okay, so they're gonna ragdoll better now if you hit zombies with a car or something. Vehicles that are supposed to be up on blocks are in them. What? I don't know what that means. Vehicle damage amounts to entities did not use actual relative motion. Vehicle ragdoll forces. Okay, fine. Server administration and multiple config changes. Okay, we don't really have to worry about that. Modding support. Okay. Level editor improvements. What is this? Editor only commands sleepers to reset sleeper volumes for quicker testing without loading level. Disable biome spawns in playtest mode. Okay, screamers will not spawn in playtest mode. So this is kind of like testing mode. Okay, UI improvements. I think this matters to us. Let's see. Map pop-up for creating waypoints can now be dismissed by clicking on the map. Okay. Added UI scaling option. Added a refresh button to the server browser. Added a support to paste. Added a warning on the new game window when the reselected world has created with a different major version of the game, mostly as the world's prefab. This could contain outdated entities. Okay, fix. Scoreboard admin star. Fair enough. Audio improvements. All new weapons have supported audio. Lockpick sound. New trader gen volume. VO. Does that mean like Gen now has a better voice? Cool. Analytics and telemetry. We don't really care for that. Alpha 19 B1 added. There's quite a lot to go through. Changed. Whew. My God, man. But I think we've fixed... Oh, my God. This keeps going. Are we close to the end here? Commands. Visuals. Sun shafts on moon. Underwater fog. Anti-aliasing low-high ultra options. Interior ambient light scaling. World global ambient night values. Color spectrum blends between colors, sun punch through fog, moon phase, and color effect. Moon phases? Cool. background cloud layer, cool. Separate moon size, color, and phase when blood moon. Ooh. Specific moon phases every 7 days. That's so cool. Clouds are darker at lower heights at night. Sky color alpha scales outside ambient sky colors, atmosphere ground plane between horizon, cloud moon glow, and darkening at lower heights. Pretty cool. I know I skipped a little bit here, guys, but this is all like, oh my god, all just, technical changes. Oh my god. I don't think anyone will go through these. All right, let's go back to the beginning. My overall impression is the game is amazing. It looks 1,000 times better now. And as long as they keep doing this, and as long as and I think content-wise, I think they're reaching a saturation point as well, like POIs and all the different POIs. Oh, you can always add more, right? I'm not saying you cannot add more, but it's coming to a level where you feel like you're in a real world, you know what I mean? So I'm really enjoying that fact, and the visuals are now catching up. I personally don't care about visuals when I play a game. I care about the feeling of the game, right? And that is why I love 7 Days to Die, because it has that potential and it can really be something, right? But most people do care about visuals, and with the current improvements, I think the player base is gonna go off the roof. Like, it's gonna explode, right? And I really hope that happens, because I truly love this game. So yeah, this was the Alpha 19 release note, guys. I hope I was able to shed some light on some of the things. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you've got anything to say, you can comment down below. You probably will have a lot of things to say if you watch the video, since I was not able to explain some things and I didn't understand some things. So if you've got anything to say about those, please do comment. And if you're enjoying my content, guys, consider subscribing to my channel. This is it for the moment. See you in Alpha 19.